Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Earlier this week, you watched part one of my interview with Willie Cauley-Stein. Tonight, Willie talks about the legacy of Kobe Bryant and other lessons from his time in the NBA. Is there something that you would like to go back and tell 18-year-old Willie?
I wish I could really do that. I mean, really, just like listen to the people around me, and like learn at like a more focused level. Like when I was 18, I was still playing football and baseball, and like, I wish I was like the kids today where they've been doing pro workouts, since they was 15, and like they're polished before they get to college, and they're even more polished, and their pace of their game is, on an unbelievable level by the time they even get to the league. So like, for me, I feel like if I could have go back and tell myself, I wish I would, have listened to, Coach Payne a little bit more and like really focused in on just the grind of basketball and like crafting your skill set and like having trust in your skill set and like I had learned that, by the time I was 22, like leaving college. And I wish I would have picked that up my first year when I first got there. I mean, who knows how it would have been turned out, but now I'm learning it now, and it's just like the way this league works, you don't got time to like learn it. You gotta like already know so you can get your security and then keep on growing instead of like trying to grow as you're trying to get secure. It doesn't work like that.
Talk a little bit about watching Nick Richards this year. He's kind of followed the Willie Cauley-Stein path a little bit, and now he's one of the best centers in college basketball.
Yeah, nah, it's been incredible watching him. Just seeing his focus switch from last year to this year. You can tell that he's been in the gym. You could tell that his confidence is on another level. That's really what it is. That's what it was for me by the time my third year. My confidence in my game was just, at a higher level. It was at an elite level. So like, going into the game, there was never like a doubt of what I was gonna do. In my beginning years, it was like, oh, I don't know if they want me to shoot this shot, or I don't know if I'm supposed to dribble this ball here. But like, now you can tell with him, it's like he's not thinking about it. He's just out there playing hard, aggressive, and then attacking on the offensive side, and it's just looking nice because coach is allowing him to shoot that jumper, and it's looking sweet, and it's just opening up his whole game, and it's cool to watch.
Do you get to see many of the UK games?
I mean, I see quite a handful of them, but I watch the highlights though a lot too.
I have to ask you about it because it certainly rocked the whole world and the NBA too. How do you deal with the news of Kobe Bryant's death? How did the brotherhood of the NBA come together? What's that been like?
Surreal. It doesn't feel real. When you lose like a forefather, especially for a young player like you in your 20s, he's one of the guys that made this for you. Like you watch Kobe Bryant, like you know what I'm saying? You molded your mind off of him. You molded your game off of some of the stuff that he does. So it's just like, when you see, that type of tragedy happen with a guy like that and his kid, it's just, I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's tough. It's a tough thing. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta look at it like, God has a plan for everybody. Um, and then, the most beautiful thing about it, it didn't only bring the league together, it brought the whole world together. Like, I don't think the world through all the politics stuff that's been going on, through all the, the world, like the tornadoes, the fires, like all that type of stuff. Like, and at the end of the day, like that tragedy brought all of us together on a bigger scale, and like for love. It was like you love Kobe, you love like what he did with his legacy, you love how he was, investing into like women's basketball and like starting it from a whole different generation, and like you see that work that he was doing, you see that groundbreaking stuff that he was finna do with his kid, and like that was all special, and like you feel that love, and like I think that everybody feels that love and like that sensational stuff. So I mean, it's tough. It's a tough thing to handle for sure.
It really is. It was obviously it's dealt a blow to the entire world for sure. Listen, if Willie isn't one of your favorites, that's a you problem. Still ahead on Hey Kentucky, a game of Do We Care? We'll cover several more topics, including the UK connection to the new Matrix movie. Don't go away.